The beauty of Cape Town, South Africa just feels magical. This is easily one of my most favorite cities in the world to visit. Today, I'm going to show you how to make the most out of a short stay in Cape Town. We're going to check out some must-see places to hopefully give you a nice little sample of what Cape Town has to offer. So make sure you stick around until the end of the video because it only gets better. So for those that don't know, South Africa is at the southernmost tip of the African continent. It borders Namibia, Botswana, and Mozambique. As far as Cape Town itself, the city is located in the southwestern part of South Africa. Now when you arrive in Cape Town, I guarantee you're going to be in awe at the beauty of this place. These are just some of the views of my drive from the airport. After you get settled, I recommend you head straight to Table Mountain. This breathtaking mountain is a true gem of nature and history. Rising majestically over Cape Town, this iconic landmark holds both natural wonder and rich heritage. In 2011, it was voted as one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, and by these views, you can see why. I know these images look great on video, but I'll tell you right now, it's nothing compared to what it looks like in person. To get to the top of the mountain, you can either hike it, which takes about 1 to 2 hours depending on your fitness level and which route you take. Or you can take the aerial cable car like I did, which cost about $8 US. So when I got to the top of Table Mountain, I was completely surprised. They had some shops and a few small restaurants. But the best part about being at the top of the mountain were the hiking trails. Check out these views. There are 3 different hiking trails you can choose from, but they're all great in my opinion. So if you have time, you might as well do as many of them as you can. Now after spending all that time at the top of the mountain, you're bound to work up an appetite. So let me show you some of my favorite restaurants in the city. My favorite restaurant by far is the restaurant The Bungalow. Located between Camps Bay Beach and Clifton Fourth Beach, The Bungalow is in a prime area and has some unbelievable views. You have the option to eat at one of the typical tables, or you can lay down and eat on one of the bed setups they have at the restaurant. The food here is great, but the vibes are even better. The best time to visit is definitely during sunset. Another great restaurant to eat at is a Soca restaurant, which is located in the Cape Town City Center. I love the ambiance of this place. I typically come here for dinner on Tuesday nights because that's when you'll find live jazz bands playing, or if it's late at night, a DJ playing house music. My favorite spot for lunch is probably the restaurant Bobo's. Located in Greenpoint, this cool little restaurant is perfect to relax in on a beautiful day, as it's right off the coast and always has a nice breeze going through. If I'm not here for lunch, then I'm usually back at the Bungalow. I'm addicted to that place. Most of the high quality restaurants, like the ones mentioned, will typically cost you between $10 and $35 per meal. Or you can find mom and pop restaurants throughout the city that are much less expensive. Now if you're really into hiking, there's another mountain you can climb, and that's Lion's Head Mountain. Looming beside Tables Mountain, Lion's Head Mountain is another beautiful mountain that offers maybe the best panoramic views you can find anywhere in the world. Now the only way to get to the top of the mountain is to climb it, which takes about 1 to 2 hours. And I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty scary climb, but it's definitely worth it. Check out this view. Alright, another thing you have to do while in Cape Town is check out the nightlife. Long Street is a world famous place to party on the weekends. Now I'll admit, it's definitely not what it used to be, but it's still a good time. Especially at places like Club Yepi Yepi, where you're always going to catch some good piano music or Afro beats playing. Outside of the Long Street area, you also have clubs like Cubana. The city is filled with places to party, so I have no doubt that you'll find whatever vibe you're looking for. Now earlier I mentioned beaches, and the main beaches I visit while I'm in town are the Clifton beaches and Camps Bay, which are all next to each other. These beaches are renowned for their exceptional beauty and unique charm. They all have a very relaxed feel and a cosmopolitan atmosphere. Their sheltered coves and stunning sunsets make them ideal for relaxation and socializing. The perfect backdrops of Table Mountain and Lion's Head Mountain, along with the area that has a diverse array of restaurants, cafes, and boutiques, are going to have you wanting to come back long after you're gone. Now, if shopping is your thing, they have an excellent mall called Victoria Wharf, located in the VA waterfront. At this mall, you can find all the luxury brands that you'll find in the US or Europe, like Gucci, Prada, Louis Vuitton, or whatever else you're looking for. However, you can also find your less expensive options as well. In the actual waterfront side of the mall, they have a pretty cool setup. You can listen to live music or just hang out at the waterfront and enjoy the scenery and people. Something else I recommend doing is taking a tour on the Cape Town Sightseeing Tour Bus. While on the bus, the guide teaches you a lot about the history of Cape Town, the good and the bad. What's even better is that as you pass the different sites of the city, you're getting real-time past and present information on what you're seeing, which I love. The tour bus also has many stops along the way where you can get off the bus and actually experience some of the places you're learning about. Now, my favorite stop was to one of the Informal Settlements. You see, one of the bad things about Cape Town is that there's an extreme divide between wealth and extreme poverty. And when you visit these settlements, you see it up front and personal. Historically, apartheid policies forcibly relocated non-white populations to the edge of the city, setting the stage for severe inequalities, which you can still see today. The lack of affordable housing, as well as high unemployment rates and income disparities, limit residents the ability to access formal housing, pushing them into these settlements. But the people here are trying to make the best out of what they have. The settlement has their own police, stores, education centers, and daycares. During your stay in Cape Town, you can visit one of the settlements and volunteer your time or just spend some money on local products and services while you're here. Some travelers even come and help build new homes in the settlements, which I thought was pretty cool. Alright, so as far as my accommodations while in Cape Town, I stayed at the Pepper Club Hotel, right in the middle of the city center next to Long Street. Depending on the time of year you visit, you can get a beautiful room like this for around $100 per night. It had all the amenities that you'll find at a typical 4-star hotel, such as a pool, spa, gym, and restaurant. But by far the best feature of this room is the view you get from your personal balcony. Check this out. One of the reasons why this is one of my favorite cities. Like I said earlier, Cape Town is full of beauty, has a wide variety of things to do, and extremely friendly people. I love it here. So, US citizens don't need a visa to travel to South Africa, which makes it much easier to travel to compared to many other African countries. As far as mandatory vaccines, if you're traveling from a country with risk of yellow fever transmission, then you will need the yellow fever vaccine. These requirements change often, so make sure you double check before your visit. If you want to check out some other cities I've visited across the African continent, you can click on the playlist on the screen. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.